When it comes to growing vegetables, the soil you choose is just as important as the care and attention you give your plants. The right soil mix provides the necessary nutrients, drainage, and texture to ensure healthy growth, strong root systems, and abundant harvests. In this guide, we'll break down the optimal soil mixes for a variety of popular vegetables, offering you the knowledge to create the perfect growing environment. Whether you're growing vegetables in containers, raised beds, or directly in the ground, this guide will empower you to grow a thriving garden. Before diving into specific vegetable soil mixes, it's important to understand what makes soil work for plants. Soil is a combination of minerals, organic matter, air, and water. It needs to be well-draining yet moisture-retentive, nutrient-rich, and have enough structure to support root growth. A good soil mix balances all these elements, allowing plants to access nutrients while providing space for their roots to breathe. In general, most vegetables thrive in soil that is slightly acidic to neutral, with a pH range of about 6.0 to 7.0. The texture of the soil, whether it's sandy, clayey, or loamy, also impacts how well plants can access water and nutrients. To get the best results, you'll want to tailor the soil mix to the specific needs of each type of vegetable. Leafy greens are some of the easiest vegetables to grow, and they thrive in nutrient-rich soil with excellent drainage. For these types of plants, the soil needs to retain moisture without becoming waterlogged, as overwatering can lead to root rot and other problems. A mix of 40% high-quality compost, 30% peat moss or coconut coir, and 30% perlite or vermiculite is ideal. Compost provides rich nutrients, while peat moss or coconut coir helps retain moisture. Perlite and vermiculite are added to improve aeration and drainage, ensuring that the roots have the space they need to grow while still being able to take up water efficiently. If you're growing these leafy greens in containers, make sure to use a potting mix designed for vegetables or amend your mix with additional compost to increase its nutrient content. The pH of the soil should be kept at around 6.5, slightly on the acidic side, to ensure optimal nutrient uptake. Soil for root vegetables: carrots, beets, radishes, and turnips. Root vegetables such as carrots, beets, and radishes require a soil mix that is loose, well-draining, and deep enough to allow their roots to grow freely. If the soil is too compact, the roots will become stunted or deformed. A great soil mix for root vegetables should be made up of 50% loamy soil, 25% compost, and 25% sand. The loamy soil provides a balanced texture that allows for proper root expansion, while compost adds organic matter that supports healthy growth. The addition of sand improves the soil's drainage, which is essential for root vegetables, preventing water from pooling around the roots and leading to rot. The pH of the soil should be slightly acidic, around 6.0 to 6.5. It's important to note that root vegetables prefer soil that is loose and free of large clumps, so if you're working with heavy clay soil, amend it with additional sand and organic matter. Soil for fruiting vegetables: tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and zucchini. Fruiting vegetables require a soil mix that is both rich in nutrients and well-draining to prevent waterlogging, which can lead to issues like blossom end rot. These vegetables need a deep, fertile soil mix to support their vigorous growth and fruit production. A good soil mix for fruiting vegetables consists of 40% compost, 30% garden soil or topsoil, and 30% perlite or vermiculite. The compost provides essential nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, which are critical for fruit production. Garden soil or topsoil adds structure to the mix, while perlite or vermiculite improves drainage and aeration. Fruiting vegetables also prefer slightly acidic soil, with a pH of around 6.0 to 6.5. If you have alkaline soil, consider adding organic matter like composted leaves or pine needles to lower the pH to the desired level. For container gardening, make sure the pots have ample drainage holes to avoid waterlogging. Soil for legumes, beans, peas, and lentils. Legumes are unique in that they have the ability to fix nitrogen in the soil, meaning they don't require as much nitrogen as other vegetables. In fact, too much nitrogen can lead to lush foliage growth but poor fruit or pod development. Therefore, legumes do best in a soil mix that is rich in organic matter but low in nitrogen. A great mix for legumes consists of 50% compost, 30% loamy soil, and 20% sand. The compost provides a rich source of nutrients without excessive nitrogen, while loamy soil offers the right balance of moisture retention and drainage. The addition of sand ensures that the soil is well draining, which is critical to preventing root rot. Legumes prefer slightly alkaline soil with a pH of around 6.5 to 7.5. If your soil is too acidic, you can amend it with lime to raise the pH and promote better growth. Soil for alliums: onions, garlic, leeks, and shallots. Alliums such as onions, garlic, and leeks require a soil mix that is light, well-draining, and rich in nutrients, especially phosphorus and potassium. These vegetables don't like overly wet soil as it can lead to fungal diseases, but they do need enough moisture to support their bulb growth. The ideal mix for alliums is 50% loamy soil, 30% compost, and 20% sand. Loamy soil provides a balanced texture that ensures good drainage while holding enough moisture. Compost enriches the soil with nutrients, and the addition of sand improves drainage, preventing water from sitting around the bulbs. Alliums prefer slightly acidic to neutral soil, with a pH range of 6.0 to 7.0. If your soil is too acidic, adding some lime will help balance the pH for optimal growth. Soil for herbs: basil, parsley, oregano, and thyme. Herbs like basil, parsley, oregano, and thyme have different needs compared to vegetables, but they still require well-draining, nutrient-rich soil. Most herbs prefer soil that is light, well-aerated, and not too rich in nutrients, as this can encourage too much foliage growth at the expense of flavor. A simple mix for herbs consists of 50% loamy soil, 30% compost, and 20% perlite or sand. The loamy soil provides good structure, while compost adds organic matter for healthy growth. Perlite or sand helps improve drainage and aeration, which is especially important for herbs like thyme, which dislike overly wet roots. Herbs generally prefer slightly alkaline soil, with a pH of around 6.5 to 7.0. It's essential to make sure your soil is not too dense, as many herbs are prone to root rot in compacted soil. Soil for brassicas: cabbage, broccoli, cauliflower, and kale. Brassicas like cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower require a soil mix that is rich in nutrients, especially nitrogen, to support their leafy growth. These plants need a lot of organic matter and moisture, but they also require good drainage to avoid waterlogged conditions that can lead to diseases like root rot. A great soil mix for brassicas consists of 50% compost, 30% garden soil, and 20% perlite or vermiculite. The compost provides plenty of nutrients, especially nitrogen, while garden soil helps retain moisture. Perlite or vermiculite is added to improve drainage and aeration, ensuring that the roots have plenty of oxygen. Brassicas prefer soil with a pH of 6.0 to 7.0, slightly acidic to neutral, for optimal nutrient uptake. Conclusion: tailoring your soil mix for success. Soil is the foundation of every successful vegetable garden. By understanding the unique needs of each type of vegetable, you can create the perfect soil mix to support healthy growth and bountiful harvests. Whether you're growing leafy greens, root vegetables, or fruiting crops, taking the time to choose the right soil mix will ensure that your garden flourishes. Remember, gardening is a journey, and the soil you create for your plants is a crucial part of that process. Experiment, adjust as needed, and most importantly, enjoy the rewards of your hard work. If you found this guide helpful, be sure to subscribe to Hydrohaven for more tips and resources to help you grow a thriving garden. And don't forget to share this guide with fellow gardeners. Let's grow together.